Good morning. It's Friday, the 12th maybe, of whatever month it is, June. And today I'm heading up north for the Wool Monty. Really excited for that. We're driving, so obviously I've decided that I can pack just about everything that I own, just in case, you know. So I'm currently down where all of my current projects are, and I'm having a look to see what I might want to take with me. I'm sort of balancing, what can I put you on? That's really awkward, but that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm balancing how much time am I actually going to have to work on stuff with whatever I take will be the only thing that I can work on. So I'm kind of thinking, do I take some things that I have been putting off, but then do I just risk not enjoying what I'm working on? Also really scared that I'm going to pull something out and just deposit a spider onto my lap. It also kind of has to be pretty easy to work on over Milo, because chances are I'm going to be holding Milo for a lot of the evening. Did I show you this bag at any point? It's got chickens on it. I saw Ali from Little Drops of Wonderful. She had one and I loved it. I really love chickens. We're hoping in the new house that we'll be able to get chickens. So I had to get this because it's just so cute. I'm going to take my yarn bag as my shopping bag. Not any closer to deciding what knitting I'm taking. These are my minis for my Scrappy Stripe sweater, which realistically is probably going to be what I end up taking. A shawl. Oh, this is going to be too fiddly though, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think I'm just going to take some socks and my Scrappy Stripes. So I finished a pair of socks last night. This is a really weird angle, but we're going with it. Finished a pair of socks last night, which is great, but also means that I don't have any plain socks on the go. Okay, Milo. So I do have my Crunkle socks, which were my Stranger Things socks. So I might take those, because it's not a complicated pattern, so I don't feel like it would be a problem to take it. So I might take those. I am at like the heel flap, so I don't know. But then I've also got the next in the set from Green Lambkin Yarns from the Moons of the Year 2 years ago, I think it was. And it is absolutely gorgeous. I think it's going to be this, actually. I think I'm going to take them both, because why not? Because I'm going in the car, so I can take everything. So I'll take those two things. Okay, I think this is it. I'm taking my stripes, and I'm taking 2 pairs of socks. It's only, like, we're there tomorrow, tonight and tomorrow night, and then we come back on Sunday. So, and sort of, I don't know what time we're going to arrive tonight, but we can't get into the Airbnb until 4, but then we'll be there all evening, and then obviously we'll be out pretty early tomorrow, going to the art show, and then that finishes at 5, so we're not going to be back until at the, well, I suppose we might not stay for the whole day, depends how tired we get, but we're not going to be in the house really much tomorrow, and then Sunday morning I think we're just going to get up and head home. So there's not going to be loads of knitting time, but I don't want to leave myself with nothing to do. So yeah, but I also need to take a book, and I think I'm going to take Uncharmed. So I have read a little bit of this, but it feels like the perfect, if I'm just sitting in bed, it'll be the perfect thing to read in bed. So Muller's like started sitting up now, so he's just happily sat on the floor playing with Captain Calamari, and he's got 2 little front teeth now, so he just looks adorable. I mean, he always looks adorable, but it's just that little sort of baby sitting on the floor, little bottom teeth thing is just so cute. This was definitely not the plan. I mean, I'm not surprised given how early he was awake, but he was supposed to sleep in the car. I basically just got to the point where I was like, pack everything. Just in case. Just pack it all. So, yeah. I realised that I hadn't wound the Green Lambkins yarn into a cake, so that's not coming. So I've got my stripes sweater and my crunkle socks, and that's it. It's a little bit reminiscent of Doctor Who. Growing all the time. The book selection is interesting. I haven't read this. I know it was like quite it was like everywhere for a while, but I have not read it. Maybe I do need to read it. Okay. And then seems like quite an odd mix. Kind of feels like a bit of like an IKEA showroom in here. But this is pretty. I do quite like these kind of books. Is it Hugger? So really, I don't know why I started recording this while I was like crouched on the floor. That's really weird, isn't it? It's a really nice house. It's not like very big. Oh. It's not very big, but that's nice when you come away just for a weekend. You're not like bouncing around in some huge place. And it's nicely decorated and it's clean and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, and we've ordered a Chinese and that's coming soon. Miles on the floor having a play and a wriggle after being in the car all day. He did so well. The drive was absolutely fine. Yeah, we made really good time. We stopped more because we felt like we should stop at some point. But it was like only an hour away from Clumber Park, where we then stopped again to have lunch. I'm glad we did that. There was a point where I was like, maybe we should just have eaten lunch at McDonald's and then carried on straight here. But I'm really glad that we stopped at Clumber Park because it was really nice. And I would like to go back there sometime, so that was nice to see it. And yeah, I didn't find the drive to be too stressful at all, so that was good. So we're just waiting for our food to arrive. It should be here soon. Mum's just doing the kitchen bits, and oh, there's the food. Thanks very much. Bye. Finish putting the dish later. These are the books that are in my bedroom at the Airbnb. I'm afraid it has been bothering me and I am just gonna have to fix it. That's better. Fit check for the day. I'm wearing my sea glass tee and I'm hoping, I'm just saying to Mum, I'm hoping that I'm not pulling at it all day. I'm hoping that once I get going for the day, I'll forget that I'm a bit uncomfortable in it, but it's not like uncomfortable, it's not unbearably uncomfortable, it's just a bit irritating. So there we go, so I'm wearing a dress, hopefully not gonna be too cold. And then yeah, my sea glass tea. Right, I think we're gonna get in the car now and head off. It is 9:20. It's only gonna take like 10 minutes to get there, but we wanna be there early so that we can park and figure out where we're going. Very dramatic against the steely sky. I'm hoping that it comes through better in on the screen because it looks awesome, but I feel like on the screen it looks a bit meh.
Amazing. I might take a quick photo and send it to your dad actually.
about 10 minutes. We usually are very strict with ourselves and we go round once before we do any buying. I've already bought a project bag because there was only 2 of them hanging on the hanger and I wanted it, so I couldn't leave it. So I just have to be good now and not do loads of buying. But so far, really, really nice venue and really nice show.
Those are gorgeous.
sea creatures.
I shredded that.
I'm bringing my chair over. Some steak.
Do a proper haul when we are back home, but here is a quick little overview of what I got. Very pleased. I'm going to open this now. This is a kit from Suzanne at Green Lambkin. You pick the box, like whether you want the classic DK or you get sparkle DK, and then other than that, it's a surprise of what minis you get. They are put together so that the colours complement each other, but yeah, other than that, you don't know what you're getting. And then it has the pattern for the mittens, so I'm going to open it now. I'm just going to figure out how I can do that so that you can see. I did so much talking today. It was really nice to see those people and have nice chats. Really lovely. And I don't know what footage I got, Hopefully it adequately shows the beauty of the show. It was a really great show. Really, really lovely. Let me into my yarn. Oh. Oh. Okay, so that's the pattern. Oh my god! They are so beautiful. Yes, they are, Milo. They are perfect. Like, I don't think I could have picked a better combination of colours if I had tried. Like, if all of the colours had been there for me to pick my own, I couldn't have picked better. Yeah, I love them. Like, a nice combination of sort of variegated but one colour. Like this one, it's like, I don't know, is it semi-solid? Is that what this is called? But then there is these with a lot more like varied, oops, with a lot more variation in them. Just really beautiful, really beautiful. Ah, I'm being attacked by a tiny baby. So, there we are on the pattern. Cool. Oh, so pleased with that. And that's my little haul behind me. I will show you, go into detail about it all when I get home. I think probably, maybe barring a little bit of, if we get some knitting, I get some knitting done this evening or some reading done this evening, I might get a little bit of B-roll. But barring that, I think the next time you see me will be back at home when I get a chance to sit down and tell you all of my spoils. Forgive my dishevelled look. It's kind of been like full on driving home, doing a little bit of shopping, coming back, a bit of an afternoon, reconnect with the boys. Haven't had time to jump in the shower yet, so I am definitely looking forward to a post-travel like wash. But I thought I would sit down and just talk a little bit about the show. I'm also really tired. I thought I'd sit down and talk a little bit about the show. This was my first year going to the Wool Monty, and I really loved it. Yeah, really loved it. I've not been to loads of yarn shows. Like, we regularly do East Anglia Yarn Festival because it's our local show. So yeah, we've been there a couple of years, like 4 years. And so that one's great because it's our local one, so it's not like a big trip. And there's lots of stalls, so there's loads to see. So we can do the weekend, and it means we can sort of take our time. But there is a lot to see, and so it can be a little bit like overwhelming maybe sometimes. But the Wool Monty, like, there's less there, but it doesn't feel like it. Like, it was really nice. It was a bit quieter. The room like absorbs the sound a bit better than some of the other shows that have been to. So it was quite, like, I wasn't getting really overstimulated and exhausted, so that was really nice. And because we were just there for the one day, we wanted to like maximise on our time there. So we were there when it opened, and then we stayed until just before it closed. Like I think we were leaving, I have like an alarm on my watch to tell me when it's 5 o'clock, and it was going off as we were like leaving the building. So we'd like, yeah, we had been there for the whole day, which was really nice, and we didn't feel like overtired or anything like that. So really, really loved it as a venue, and the range of stalls was just really nice. A real nice mix of things. My mum said she would have liked to have seen more tools. I think she said specifically spinning tools, but I feel like perhaps maybe just more range of tools in general. I mean, I wasn't on the lookout for any needles or anything. I don't remember seeing any Chowgoo needles. I feel like the only needles I saw were Knit Pros. I could be wrong about that, so please do correct me if you saw other needles there. But as a Chowgoo user, I didn't see any that I can remember. So I think that might have been my only thing that would have been nice, would maybe have been a bit more tools. And yeah, my mum is a spinner, and she would really have liked to have seen more like drop spindles, and little tools. So there was one stall that did have some bits, but she'd seen her at East Anglia Yarn Festival, and she sort of had a few of the things from her stall already, so she was looking for maybe something different. Good seating, really wide aisles, and the stalls are quite big, so I had the pushchair and I didn't feel like I was like completely in anyone's way. Like sometimes maybe but that more because of me rather than anybody else. Like, yeah, it was great. We really, really enjoyed it, and it was really nice to get the opportunity to chat to people. So I got to have a really nice chat with, who did I talk to? I talked to Suzanne from Green Lankum Yarns, like pretty much as soon as I got in. I got to chat with Hannah from Corner of Craft. I chatted for ages and on multiple occasions with Helen and Winn on Helen's stall, Giddy Yarns, and that was really nice. Bumped into, or like arranged to bump into, Natalie from Natalie Makes. She's on, Natalie, oh, let me just double check exactly what her Natalie Makes Things on Instagram. We've been chatting a bit on Instagram, and when we realised we were both going to be at the Wool Monty, we were like, okay, let's try and see each other. We both walked around for hours and did not see each other. Like multiple people, I was like, I'd like to try and see them if I can bump into them. And then I'd be like, I couldn't see you anywhere. Where were you? We were like all there all day and we didn't see you. So, but I did get to see Natalie, which was really nice because we've been chatting. I don't know when we started chatting, but it feels like we've been chatting for ages and we've never met because we've never seen each other at a show. We've just like missed each other. So, yeah, but I did shop. It all fits in a bag though, so that's, you know, got to be a plus. I bought 2 cross stitch kits, both exactly the same, and one of them is for my mother-in-law. So we all used to live in Derbyshire and Lady Bower was not too far from where we lived, so I thought that was a nice little reminder. We all now live in Norfolk, so I thought that was a nice little reminder of home, and we can both make them, we can have them in our houses, and that'll be nice, I think. Right, I really enjoyed the trading card thing. That was fun to be like looking out for them around and about the place. Really nice. I didn't actually look in the show guide, but really nice, like massive show guide with like, oh, so there's a pattern. I didn't realise there was a pattern. That's exciting. And like, let's see. Yeah, really easy to read vendors list, like really nice big floor plan, like, you know, information about all the vendors, and this is nice actually. Like I said, this is the first time I'm actually looking in this, but this is nice. They've got this like key for what each stall has, so like needles, hooks and accessories, hand-dyed yarns, fibre, project bags, buttons, like that's really nice. Oh, and another pattern for a hat. Just want to make sure that I'm not like accidentally showing a QR code. Ooh! And another pattern. Oh my goodness, I should have looked through this. Should have been more organised. Monty. Yeah, so really nice, really, really nice guide. I should have looked at before because it was like really great. Oh, my memory card is like about to get full. Obviously now my battery's about to run out, but we'll see how far we get. Right. The first thing I'm going to show you very quickly is on the way up, we stopped at Columba Park, which is a National Trust place in Nottinghamshire. It was only about an hour away from where we were staying in Rotherham, and it was a really nice, it felt like it just made the day a bit more of, like our day of travel, made it just a little bit more of like a, it made it feel less like just a day of travel, is what I'm trying to say. So it was nice to have somewhere to aim for, and it let us fill a bit of time before we could check into the house. So that was really nice. But they had a secondhand bookshop, as these places often do. And I picked up 2 books in the secondhand bookshop. This one's for my dad. I know nothing about it, but my mum said that my dad's dad used to read those books. So it's just like, it'll be like part of his Father's Day present. And then I picked myself up a copy of Little Women. I've wanted a sorry, I just seen something. I've wanted a physical copy of Little Women for a little while, and I just haven't found the right one. Like, there's lots of really pretty ones, but they're hardbacks, and I didn't want a hardback. Really, I wanted a paperback, and I thought this was really pretty. So I picked that up, and it was £1. So perfect. So I got those. And then, oh, where to start? I got the Yarniverse Collector's Cards knitting deck. So it's a deck of cards. That's like this was last year's crochet squares. And these ones were, I believe, like tradable. You could buy decks, or you could buy booster packs, and you could trade them and find them hidden around the venue. So I got a few booster packs of that to get just a few squares, and then I bought the full deck because they weren't doing booster packs of these. I bought the full deck of the sock knitting patterns, and so there's 13 individual patterns, but I think they were saying that you can mix and match the elements of it, so each one has like a different pattern on it, and then there's a couple of different cuffs, heels and toes, so you can like mix and match. And so there's actually, like, in terms of numbers of combinations of elements, there's like far more patterns technically. So I like the sound of that, and I thought that was fun, and I also quite like collecting like novelty poker decks. So that was that. And then I'm just trying to decide what order to show you things in. Usually, I got a pin from Columba Park as well. Usually we have like a rule where we do a loop first before we buy anything, so that we can just sort of figure out what's there, and then we know what we're going back for. But very occasionally when you're going around, you see things and you think that's not going to be here by the time I've made it round, And for me, that was this bag that was on Unseen Yarns stall. And I loved this. I was immediately drawn to like the sort of pixely style of the graphic. The picture is very appealing. It made me think of like a video game or something. And also a bit of like cross stitch. I loved the colourful handle. I loved the fastening. I loved the shape of it. Like it's a box bottom bag. It's quite stiff, so I think it's going to take a little bit of like using to sort of soften it up a little bit maybe. Also, it's going to sit better when it's got stuff in it, but like it's lovely. I used it for a bit of the day just as like a handbag. I think it's going to be versatile, so really, really liked that, and I just had to buy it. I think I'd been in the haul for like 2 minutes and I was already buying this, and they were like, you were the first sale of the day, which was very nice. I was quite pleased to fulfill that necessary role. And then we carried on walking, and I came across Ethel and Joan, who I hadn't heard of before, and she had beautiful resin buttons and stitch markers and jewellery, all of which are cast from what I understand, all of which are cast from like vintage buttons, or I guess she probably makes some of the casts herself, but the buttons were all cast from vintage buttons, so you got like really classic vintage shapes of buttons, but really modern designs, and they were really beautiful. And if I had something on the go right now that needed buttons, I would have like been all over it, but I was like, I don't want to buy buttons without a project in mind for them, because I could easily just end up with buttons. But again, I was immediately caught by this beautiful necklace. I might have to get like a cutaway shot of this because it's going to be quite tricky to show, I think, but just look at how beautiful that is. And once again, like against the rule of going round for a pass before buying anything, I just had to get it because I thought, yeah, this was the only one of these that she had. She said it was the only one that she'd made with like the sparkles in this like colourway. I was like, that's not going to last long because it is absolutely gorgeous. So I had to get that as well. So we were off to a great start. I was really pleased from the off of what I had gotten. And then we sort of like slowed things down a little bit, and I got back onto track of not buying too much before we'd done a proper pass of everything. Right, I've made a mess here now, so I don't know what I'm doing. So at this point, I've no idea what order I bought things in, but I did get some little stitch markers from Wool. As I bought the card decks, and so this was like a little freebie, which was really fun, little pack of cards. I bought another stitch marker from Hannah at Chromatic Yarns. I saw these on her Instagram and I knew that I needed to get one because I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but we are moving house, and in the new house I fully intend to embrace my inner chicken parent, and we're going to be, I really hope that we can make it work. We're going to be getting chickens, and I am so excited because it's definitely one of those things that I have wanted to do for a really long time, and we probably could have done it in this house, but because we knew we were moving, because we knew this wasn't going to be our forever home, we just thought there's no point in doing it right now. But next house has the space, and we plan to be there for long enough that I think we're gonna get chickens. So really, really excited. And that means that I am like everything chicken right now. I'm here for the chickens. At lunchtime, took a little sort of breather, a review. I hadn't bought any yarn at this point, and I was like, I need to buy some yarn. What am I gonna buy? What do I actually want to make? And I had an idea for possibly like a Tolster tee, but I'm thinking of doing it with a little bit of like a lacy, or like not lacy, but just a sort of like slightly more open gauged like top section, and then with the like DK at the bottom. I haven't entirely thought it through yet, but I knew I wanted some like really beautiful, colourful floof. So I went over to Nisha's stall, picked up another one of her beautiful brushed merino skeins. This one is Rainbow in the Clouds. Yeah, it looks like candy floss. I just absolutely love it. I have 2 of these now from Nish, and I am definitely planning on using them before I buy any more. So I was really pleased with this. It's so fluffy. I love it. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out how that's gonna work soon. Yeah, I wanted to get complementary yarn to go with it, but I couldn't find exactly what I was looking for, so I might have to do a little bit of online shopping for that. I bought a few of Winn's bookish goodies. They had some stuff on Helen's stall. Oh, I've just realised that there's like a little, hi, I'm Winn. You can find me here on the back, so I'll hold that up so you can see. Hopefully you can see. And I'll put links to everybody down below as I do. So you'll be able to find Winn's stuff down there. But yeah, they were helping Helen out at Giddy Yarns, and I have seen Winn's things before and wanted some bookmarks and bookish bits, and I was actually looking like last week, and their shop's closed at the moment, and I don't know if that's a permanent thing or if that's temporary, but so then when I saw that they were going to have stuff on Helen's stall, I was like, yes please. So I got some bookmarks and bits, so that's nice. And then I think you have already seen me open this, but I got one of Suzanne's mystery magic mitt kits, and yeah, you have seen this already. I don't know why I said it. I think you've seen it because I'm in charge of what you've seen, and you have seen it. But I'll show you again because I want to look at it again. Oh, here it is. So lovely. Yes, I am. And then this is what it will look like. Maybe I can show you this so you can't see. They're just like simple fingerless mitts. Like, you know, there's nothing complicated. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to making those. And then the last thing that I got was one of those things where, oh no, I forgot about these. I picked these up. Oh, whose store did I buy this from? This was from because it's not, they're like stocking somebody else's like little bits. Oh no, whose stall is it? Oh, let me look through here. Erin at Henny Penny Makes, Henny Penny, had these like embroidery like sticker things. So you stick them onto like your t-shirt or like your jeans, whatever you want to embroider onto, like maybe a bag. I've got a bag actually that I really want to embroider onto. I need to fix the bag and then I can embroider onto it. And these are like the transfers. So there's loads of little, there's like 14, I think. No, there's not 14. There's 14. And then you just embroider over them. So that's those. There's so many lovely ones in there. I was really torn about which ones to get, and these ones had, like, when I've opened it, it has like a little bit of all of the other ones in. So I'm really pleased that I went for the t-shirt like pack. So those are great. I have to make sure that I use them, because this is like exactly the kind of thing that I would be like, oh, I'll just save that for something really special, and then I would never use them. So I need to actually use these, because I've definitely got things that I could put these on like right now, and I need to do it. Like, just, I've got some plain t-shirts which would look really, really nice with like a bit of embroidery on, and so I just need to do it. I just need to actually do it. And then, what's this? Oh yeah, Unseen Yarn had like a gumball machine. So I got a little stitch marker from that. That was fun. And then the last thing I bought was definitely one of those things where I was like, I really, really want this, but should I buy it? And I just did. So I think I've seen this before at shows and thought I really want that and haven't bought it, but I did. I did this time, and it is from Blue Fern Yarns. It is the we're gonna have another word that I can't say. Apothecary Fade, classic DK. It is gorgeous. Let me get it out so that we can see the fade in all of its glory. I'm gonna get it like half out. Look at that. How gorgeous. It is, like, it's the main colours and like mixed. No, it's basically the colours that are in the fade from her Apothecary advent calendar, I think. So that was last year's or the year before's her advent calendar, Shannon's advent calendar. Yeah, I just love it. And I think I'm gonna make like a Tolster tee or something like that with this yarn and have that beautiful fade. I'm really excited. I'd said when we were thinking about what we were going to buy, I'd said that I really wanted to get a fade, and then I just didn't see the right one. We were walking around, and it wasn't until the end that we went back to Blue Fern Yarns, because I was there at the beginning, and Shannon was chatting to me quite a lot, telling me about the bags, the project whatever number bags, and then I was like mulling that over, and then in the back of my mind I was like, oh yeah, we've like been into Blue Fern, but we just talked about bags, so I hadn't actually really looked at her yarn. And so like just before we left, we went back because it was really quiet by that time, so I could get in there and have a look, and then I spotted this and I was like, oh, I think that's my fade. So I'm so happy with what I got. I feel like I've got ideas for everything that I've bought, or everything that I've bought has like a purpose, and I'm really excited to work on some new things. I'm like nearly finished with my current big project, so I think it'll be nice to have like some options of things to start that are like still new and fresh. So yeah, that is it for my Wool Monty vlog. I'm really worried that my battery's going to run out, so hopefully we can do this. This is it for my Wool Monty vlog. Thank you very much for watching and coming along with us on our trip. I've got a couple of videos coming up soon, and some plans that I needed to solidify in my head before I sat down, but I didn't have time. So I'm just going to give you like a vague idea. So either depending on how long it takes me to get this all edited as I like it, you might have already seen my Cambridge vlog, but if you haven't, then I've got a vlog coming up about my weekend in Cambridge from like a few weeks ago. I have got, I am going to be doing a making week, and that is going to kick off like a month's worth of weekly videos that I'm going to be doing instead of my July vlogs. So if you've been here a little while, I usually vlog every day in July, but we've got a little baby this year. Like he's not that little anymore. He's like 8 months old now, but still, like, him being like little and like needing us in the evening for getting to sleep and having the boys, like things are just a little bit busy at the moment, so I can't edit a video every day. So I thought a weekly video would be manageable. So I'm going to do weekly vlogs from the end of June to the penultimate weekend, to the penultimate week of July, and then the last week of July I will do a birthday vlog, because my birthday's in the last week of July, and I thought I would do like a 1 day vlog or like a couple of day vlogs on the last week of July. So it's going to be a bit muddled to begin with, but really what you will kind of can expect is a video every week on a Wednesday. And it will be my making and my reading, and then just the stuff that we get up to. So that's kind of my thinking. If you have not already watched my like ordinary day vlog, head over to that video, give that a watch, and you can enter my giveaway, and I will be announcing the winner of the giveaway in my July podcast, which will be my June wrap up. That was really like easy to follow and understand, wasn't it? I've got videos planned, and I've got videos up, and I've got a baby who possibly needs to be fed. So that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching. If you have gotten to the end of this video, leave me a, what emoji should we do? Leave me the sheep emoji, obviously. Wool Monty. Leave me the little sheep. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.